Return begins inside the 10. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, when you talk about this offense, your eye goes right away to this wide receiver who really is a generational talent.
Well, he's just a difference maker. Anytime you can get him matched up one-on-one, you're going to try to get him the football as often as you can and see how many touchdowns he can put up on the board.
And that pass falls incomplete. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And this one is caught. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Mendoza. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Now it's third and long for this offense, football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
It'll be down near the 5-yard line. So Oregon's offense comes out for their first possession today. It's a group that's really led by the big fellas up front. An offensive line that can ball you. They really are the personality of this team. Can they impose that today again, Kirk?
Well, some people will go out and recruit quarterbacks and receivers, try to win the game out on the perimeter. These guys love to be able to develop offensive linemen, and it's paid off. They can run the football, they get behind those big boys up front, and they dominate people. Cannot wait to see, can this defense load up physically and hold up against this offensive line?
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Just flings it out of bounds with pass rush closing in. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. To the air, it's Moore. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Makes the catch. It's Bryant. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for some space. It's Hughes. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Moore. Running back grabs it on the screen. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick throw to the left. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here 1st and goal. And now the handoff. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Indiana.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback still with the football. He's got the first down and still motoring. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. An inside div now from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Design quarterback run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks free. Here he goes. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
And the Hoosiers pick up enough for a first down here. It's a shotgun run call. Who's going to lose yardage? The defense makes a play to end the first. So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Sticking with the running game. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fires it on the move. Oh, and he could not haul it in. A third down drop. Brings up fourth now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? He'll be stuffed right there at the 3. They don't pick up any breathing room.
I'll tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They'll run it to the left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Backed up on third down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. To the air. It's Moore. That's reeled in. It's Hughes.
Well, that's not going to be enough for the first down. I guess the only positive takeaway is it does give their punter a little bit more room now to be able to get this punt off safely.
And the Ducks will send the punt team onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the ball is away from his own end zone. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Out of the gun now on third down. Finds an open target on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Makes the grab. It's Cooper.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Bringing pressure. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the 1st down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He'll hand it off. Right down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now they run the draw play. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Well, you almost feel bad for the running back here. There's just nowhere to go. He ends up trying to bounce it to get to the outside on the draw, but the defense covered up all the gaps and made that impossible. It's another nice job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Moore. On the run, he'll let it go. The sure hands, it's Moore. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming 3rd down situation.
Now it's 2nd down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. A deep shot to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious penalty, doesn't matter. Offense makes a big gain. The Ducks churn out another 1st down. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Dropping back. It's Moore. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Grab behind the line. It's Barker. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hands make a play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The Hoosiers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed to the running back. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Ducks are in the red zone. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the out route.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either
Half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. Breaks clear in open space. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They'll run it here. And he stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down after that previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Going with the old counter run here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. got it, looking for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Ducks will line up now. It's first and goal. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. QB decides to keep it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Throwing off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Dropping back. It's Mendoza. Looking deep down the left side. And he hauls it in to the 15, still going. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Hoosiers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the grab, a chance to score. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, You're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Indiana 17, Oregon 10.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. And the quarterback keeps it here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
This is a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The offense comes up on 3rd and long. They'd love to convert, but they don't want to make a mistake. You've got to give your kicker a chance here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
How about this defense coming up with a sack here in overtime and putting the pressure on the offense and especially the head coach? Decision time. Do you go for it or do you attempt a long field goal to take the lead?
So here we go. This offense going for it on 4th and long. An enormous play here in this overtime. Trying for a 4th down completion. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Boy, that was 4th and a mile. I'm surprised they even went for this. What in the world are they thinking? But give them all the credit in the world. They pick it up and keep the drive alive.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. And because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mendoza. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. We'll see what the strategy is on 3rd and short, where they just try to position the ball for a game-winning field goal attempt. Quarterback keeps the football. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Here we go. We'll set up for a potential walk-off game-winning field goal. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So we'll set up now for a field goal to win the game, a moment every kicker dreams about. It's good! An overtime game winner!
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch. And now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That can be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit